yoga oils that is Align. So we're going to take an ownership of Wednesdays being for some wisdom and meditation. So taking some breath with me. So this particular meditation is going to be on kindness for your thinking mind. Each one of us has a thinking mind that works a lot, and often it works overtime. In today's practice, we will be offering kindness to our thinking mind, helping to bring in a sense of peace and gratitude. So we begin by finding a comfortable seated position, posture, alert yet relaxed. We feel our breath deep down inside. Either closing your eyes or allow your gaze to be soft. And then take 2 or 3 grounding breaths at your own pace. Now liken each breath to an anchor that helps you to land right here, right now on our mat. Continue to let your breath flow naturally. Notice where the breath goes as it enters your body and where it goes as it leaves your body. Draw attention to your head. And without delving into thoughts, notice how your head feels. Is there a part of your head that calls your attention the most? Is there a heaviness or lightness? Is there warmth or coolness? Just notice whatever you can notice about the physical sensations with your head. Taking breath. You might notice tense muscles, maybe in your forehead or in your jaw. If you can, see what it is like to soften this tension. brain does so much for us. Among other tasks, it takes in, it processes, analyzes, and stores heaps of information. Sometimes it absorbs too much and analyzes too much, which can leave us feeling stressed and tired. So for the next moment or so, give your thinking mind permission to simply be. If thoughts arise, there's no need to judge them. Instead, see if you can offer these thoughts your loving kindness. And then come back to simply being. It is the thinking mind's nature to think. You do not need to fight this. Offer your thoughts, your love, and then come back again and again to open awareness of the physical sensations of the head. Notice if they change over time. Be mindful of any tension that comes back into the muscles in your forehead or your jaw, and simply soften them again gently. Given that our thinking mind does so much for us, let us open to offering it gratitude. Thank it for what it does to support you. Before we close this practice, let's take another moment of silence to give your thinking mind permission to just be. Let all the tension melt away. And to close this part of the practice, may we raise our hands to our heart, just bringing palms to touch. We bow our head gently, indicating closure of this part. Thank you for taking this time to tend with kindness to your thinking mind. Whenever you're ready, bring a bit of movement into your hands and feet and slowly open your eyes. I'm going to come around and dust your shoulders off. So let's train ourselves to, I'll always still dust you off, but let's train ourselves to dust ourselves off. Where we just dust through the forehead, just asking for a clearing of the mind, and on through the face, the throat, and the chest. And let's turn ourselves to your left. Breathe deep down into the belly where the medicine is. And as though you have a book balanced on your head, let's come around the other way. We'll come back at center and let's stretch our body out a little bit. We'll stretch out right leg. Bring a hand down toward your foot. And we'll come on up and let's alternate the legs. Come on up, let's bring bottom of our feet together. And we'll flutter the legs. And let's come to be still. Folding the legs in. Let's lay right hand to the center of the chest and left hand on top. I mention this from time to time that amazing things go on in our mind when in the brain, when we're doing yoga, we're connecting the body and mind, the spirit. And the brain waves actually level out, clearing out the cobwebs. So let's tap to our chest and to the shoulders. Back to center. And let's tap left underarm. And tapping through the hand, Mother Teresa's prayer. May we have peace in our mind. Index finger. May we be blessed with peace in our eyes. Middle finger. Peace and quiet in the ears. Next finger. Quiet in the mouth. Little finger. Quiet in the heart. Tap the side of the hand and the back of the hand. I'm going to tap the other underarm. And we'll tap through the hand. Index finger. Middle finger. Next finger. This is a prayer for others. May we be encouraging and kind to others. Open our heart and see others as God sees them. Little finger. A prayer for self, that God's light shine through us to others. Side of the hand. Back of the hand. And let's rub the thumb across the fingertips. We're going to bring that energy to our chin. Along the jaw, upper lip, under the eyes, beside the eyes, and over the eyes. And may we live each day with intention, making way to the crown of the head, a prayer for wisdom. May our choices be beneficial to us and others. I'm going to dust off. Let's come on around then to hands and knees. We're simply going to breathe in and out, cat-cow. Breathe in the positive, press out the excess busyness. Back at center, we're going to take the hips side to side. And coming down on the stomach. And let's come on up on our elbows, lift up through the neck, relax the hips, and breathe with me. Releasing down, we'll bring hands by the chest. Bend your legs, and we'll press up. Let's take another breath and release down. Bend your legs, and legs side to side. Bringing your feet down. Let's bring elbows under the shoulders. So we're going to work on our plank in a couple of different ways today. And just be in tune with your body, even if you only do this a few seconds, and then maybe next time you do it a few more seconds. So just preparing yourself, make a little fist, side of the hands down to the mat, toes tucked under, and lift the body. Draw your stomach in and tighten your glutes. It's part of the process. We're halfway there. Ease down. So just take some breath, keep up if you can, head up. We train ourselves to press our body to help the body, but not to the point of hurting the body. So you have to be very in tune. So tuck your toes way under, prepare yourself, and lift if it's right for you today. We hold a position, not the breath, and releasing down. Go ahead and bring your head down this time and just take a few breaths, just relaxing down. So let's come on up with our hands to the mat this time. And this one is a little bit more challenging than the other one. So you may just want to do it a few seconds. Be good to your body, but you still want to strengthen the body. So tuck on the toes under. And we're going to straighten the body. Engage your glutes, draw your belly button in. We're going to do this one for 15 seconds also, and we're actually almost there. 3, 2, 1. And knees to the ground. And we're just going to do this one again for 15 seconds. Do what's right for you. Straighten the legs. Engage the glutes. Strengthen through the stomach. Halfway there. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And knees to the ground. So now let's take our knees open wide as the mat and come on down in child's pose. Slide our hands out forward, really stretch them out. Once you think you're out as far as you can, walk your fingers out just a little bit more and face toward the mat. Breathe deep. Now walk your hands small steps and bring them on in toward center. Spidered fingers, face forward. We'll bring our knees into hip width and coming up on the knees and hips forward. Now lean back a little bit to stretch down the front of the legs. Back at center, we're going to shift our weight to the left and taking right foot forward. And arms up. And releasing hands to the mat. Check in on your balance. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to tuck the left toes under and straightening left leg. Another breath and easing the knee to the ground. Humble, grateful position. Grateful for our mind and all the things it does for us. And we'll come on up and bringing your leg back. So shift your weight and left foot forward. And arms up. Hands to the ground. Straighten right leg. And knee to the ground. Coming up, we'll take our time to bring the leg back. Let's come down on our elbows and give it a nice stretch back through our glutes. Try to relax through your neck. Draw a little circle with your nose. And other way. With your hands in front of your elbows, everything's all lined up. Our hands, our elbows, our knees, hips, and feet. Think of your feet as light as a feather, and we're going to tap them softly to the mat. And we'll come to be still. Give it a nice stretch through your tailbone area. Slowly stretch up right leg. Bend it and knee to the ground. Sway your hips side to side. Slowly reach up left leg. We'll bend it and knee to the ground. And let's hang out right here for a few breaths. Let's come on up and bring our hands under the shoulders. Tucking your toes under and hips back. Straighten the legs. Face toward your knees. And small, secure steps, bringing hands and feet toward each other. And let's press on the top center of our feet. Calming pressure points. Bring hands to shins and lock up knees and elbows. And our heart reaches forward. And breathe with me. Now let's bend those knees and sink the feet into the sand as we come up. Balanced. Mountain pose. We stand as delectable mountains, loved by God. Relax our arms and take them forward and up, and we reach for the sky. And let's reach one hand higher than the other. And we're drawing that stomach in a little bit, just activating the abdominal area. And back at center, we'll keep those arms up, palms up. We ask for strength to meet life's demands. We're going to lock out our knees and lean it back. And we'll come on up and bring your arms down by your side. Let's take our feet out a little wide. I can feel my toes hanging off the mat a bit. We'll bring hands around the back and interlace the fingers and just lift the hands up a little bit. Nice stretch through the chest. We're going to take a breath and fold over slowly. Keep your balance and hands up. And we're going to breathe in and come back up. Hands support the lower back and hips a little bit forward. And back at center. So let's bring our feet back into hip width. And we're going to come up on right toes. And let's step forward, heel toes, and right arm up, and left hip forward. Releasing right hand down. Breathe in, come up, move with your breath. Stepping back. Let's take left foot forward, heel toes. Left arm up. Releasing down. Coming up and stepping back. And we'll turn to the front. Let's bring right heel to the inside of the leg, hands to heart. And pick that foot up if it feels right. foot down and arms up. And other side, hands to heart. Picking left foot up if it's right for you today. Foot down and arms up. Releasing hands down. We're going to step our feet open wide and left foot to the left. Bend the knee, left arm up, face follows. Releasing down. Coming up, switch the position of our feet, right arm up, releasing down, coming up. We're going to match up our feet and let's squat. Squat down what you can, hands to heart. Kind of have your knees go back a little bit, opening up the hips. We breathe. Fingertips to the ground. Breathe in, come up, and hands to heart. Fingertips to the ground. And lift. Let's do one more. We'll hang out here for a few breaths in squat position if that's right for you. Weight distributed evenly, all four sides on each foot. Fingertips to the ground. And we lift. And simply opening up the arms, receiving all the goodness. Relaxing the arms down. Bring your hands on around in front. And hang out here for a breath. And bringing yourself round onto your back. Feet flat to the ground. Let's sway the legs side to side. Lift your arms up into the air and have your hands touch and go opposite of your legs. Just a little bit. Gentle twist. And resting your hands down by your side, lifting hips in bridge. Releasing down. We'll stretch up right leg. Leg to the right. Support it. Engage that leg. Flex your foot. Hand it to the left. Back at center and leg toward your face. foot to the ground, we're going to stretch up left leg. Bottom of the foot to the sky. Leg to the left. To the right. Back at center and toward your face. Hug it in. I'm going to bring that foot down. We haven't done this one for a while, so let's roll over on your left side toward the front of the room. We're going to bend the legs, take your arms stacked out front. We're going to open and close the book. So breathe in and open. Breathe out and open a little deeper. Let's close the book. So breathe in, breathe out. Do that one more time. Breathe in, open, breathe out. And let's close the book. Simply going to roll ourselves on the other side. Breathe in and open the book. Close the book. One more time, opening the book. Close the book. We're going to make ourselves comfortable on our back. We're going to stretch out left leg and bend right leg. Foot to the inside of left leg. Left toes toward the sky. This is a horizontal tree. So down on the other side, stretch out right leg, bend your left leg. Let's bring bottom of our feet together. Take a breath with me. Press your feet to the end of the mat. Take your feet out about mat width. We're going to relax ourselves, and always, if you feel better on your side, turn wherever it makes you feel best. I'm going to go over the relaxation of the mind. The jaw is relaxed. The brow is unfurrowed. The ears drift just a little bit more toward the floor. And we're just going to surrender to the mat for these sacred moments.
This is not your home. This is not your home. I'ma take control over all my bones. This is not your home. This is not your home. I'ma take control over all my bones. This is not your home. This is not your home. I'ma take control over all my bones. This is not your home. This is not your home. I'ma take control over all my bones.
Let's bring ourselves round slowly. So we're gonna bring our session to close. I went over a lot today. your mind, your brain take in a lot of information. But I leave you with this thread of thought, that may we reach into our spiritual toolkit for things that we've learned about being open-minded, non-judgmental, and kind. I'll whisper a little amen on that. Amen. Closing session. Namaste.
Namaste.